Okay, go back to the top. That was such a great yo. We need that on video.
Yo.
Oh, and now it's even better.
Yo, that cell phone bill getting harsh? You gotta get with Boost Mobile. Pay as you go or choose prepaid minutes. They've totally got your back.
Okay, give me surfer dude.
I was about to say, you could be Chad, bro.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yo, the cell
Give me
phone...
more yo.
More yo? Yo, the cell phone bill getting
Give me a big
harsh.
enough yo to satisfy Aaron. Sorry.
Freezing.
That kind of ran away on me. Here we go.
Yo, the cell phone bill getting harsh? You gotta
You
get
must
with-
have a very low opinion of her.
I didn't hear
See if you can step up, huh?
Okay, so with the yo...
Yo!
Yo, the cell phone bill getting harsh? You gotta get with Boost Mobile. Pay as you go or choose prepaid minutes. They've totally got your back.
All right, fix the words now.
Well, I mean...
Look, now she's happy.
Good surfer dude impression.
I know.
Thank you. I know a couple of...
Here we go.
Okay. So what am I doing this time?
Well, it gets garbled halfway in.
Okay. Well, okay, here.
It's a great yo.
You gotta hit the copy.
Yeah.
Yo, the cell phone bill.
Yeah, but
getting...
not like one of our goats.
Yeah. I can put extras on it now.
Yo!
Yo,
There you go.
The cell phone bill getting harsh? You gotta get with Boost Mobile. Pay as you go or choose prepaid minutes. They've totally got your back.
All right, fine.
Totally.
Totally, man. Here we go.
The sun does not set. It doesn't rise either. It just stays there in one place. Yet we all get romantic, huddling on beaches to watch it.
Not so much contempt for a romantic. Not like you've had bad experiences.
I'm not going to say nothing to that.
Here we go. Be an actress.
Sometimes I hate the language with its false words, like sunset. The sun does not set. It doesn't rise either. It just stays there in one place. Yet we all get from the top. You know,
All right, here we go. Place your bets.
Pick up a world with inverted flashlights that shoot out beams of darkness, so you can go to the beach and sabotage sunbathers, rob them of their shine. A world where people only eat animals they wish to emulate. But who the hell am I?
Good read, Queen of Darkness.
Thank you.
Fabuloso.
It's called The Endarkenment.
It's great. I love that poem. Some wonderful images in that poem.
Imagine a place that understands you'd rather be doing anything on Saturday other than fixing your faucet. A place that knows you can't spend half the weekend shopping for your weekend projects. True value. Built for the kinds of jobs you do most and perhaps look forward to least, because the sooner you get done, the sooner you get back to this thing called your life. True value.
Nice. And best of all, we're a bunch of morons. Except for Larry.
Oh, I'm just waiting for my opportunity.
All right, here we go.
This is the excellent foppery of the world, that when we are sick in fortune, often the surfeit of our own behavior, we make guilty of our disasters the sun, the moon, and the stars, as if we were villains by necessity, fools by heavenly compulsion, knaves, thieves, and treacherers by spherical predominance, drunkards, liars, and adulterers by an enforced obedience of planetary influence, and all that we are evil in by a divine thrusting on. An admirable pickup.
Here we go.
An admirable evasion of whoremaster man to lay his goatish disposition to the charge of a star. My father compounded with my mother under the dragon's tail, and my nativity was under Ursa Major, so that it follows I am rough and lecherous. Foot, I should have been that I am, had the maidenliest star in the firmament twinkled on my bastardy.
Boy, that's more fun than a barrel of monkeys.
There's a lot going on in
My
that.
bastardy.
A lot of like tongue twisting and...
Yeah.
I like that a bunch.
What's that from?
I think that's from King Lear.
King Lear?
What's the word? Bastard?
Bastardy.
Bastardy.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful
That's a great word.
wrought iron kind of phrase.
Disposition and bastard.
Rolling.
1,000 years ago, superstition and the sword ruled. It was a time of darkness.
Yeah, from the top. Too many frogs.
1,000 years ago, superstition and the sword ruled. It was a time of darkness, in a world of fear. It was the age of gargoyles, stone by day, warriors by night. We were betrayed by the humans we had sworn to protect, frozen in stone by a magic spell for 1,000 years. Now, here in Manhattan, the spell is broken, and we live again. We are defenders of the night. We are gargoyles.
Good for you. Let's call that right. I like that tonight. Here we go. Ahem, ahem.
The dead are for morticians and butchers to touch. Only a gloved hand.
Ew. She's at it again. Wait till we hit Halloween.
Huh?
We're not even in Halloween yet.
But
Wait till we get there.
Shopping today.
All right.
I got a snake candle, and then another one. It's like a moth, but like like the X-ray. It's
Yep.
showing like a spider like inside of
All
it.
right. Now we're excited.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The dead are for morticians and butchers to touch. Only a gloved hand. Even my son will leave a grounded wren or bat alone like a hot stove. When he spots a monarch in the driveway, he stares. It's dead, I say. You can touch it. The opposite rule. Butterflies are too fragile to hold live. Just a brush of skin could rip a wing. He skims the orange and black whorls with only 2 fingers. The way he learned to feel the back of starfish and horseshoe crabs at the zoo. The way he thinks we touch all strangers. I was sad to be born, he tells me, because it means I will die. I once loved someone I never touched. We played records and drank coffee from chip bowls, but didn't speak of the days pierced by radiation. A friend said, let her pretend. She needs one person who doesn't know. If I held her, I would have left bruises. If I undressed her, I would have seen scars, so we never touched, and she never had to say she was dying. We should hold each other more while we're still alive, even if it hurts. People really die of loneliness. Skin hunger, the doctors call it. In a study on love, baby monkeys were given a choice between a wire mother with milk and a wool mother with none. Like them, I would choose to starve and hold a soft body.
Wow, what a lovely poem. That's really nice.
Listen to me. If I get in trouble down there, you make every shot count, yeah? And just so we're clear about back there, it was either him or it was me. And you can join if you keep jawing at me.
Good, do it with a little more gravel.
Listen to me. If I get in trouble down there, you make every shot count, yeah? And just so we're clear about back there, it was either him or me. And you can join him if you keep on jawing at me.
Good one. I like it. That's a lot of fun. On the top.
Taste the many sides of Brookside.
But happy. Taste the many sides.
Taste the many sides of Brookside. Smooth dark chocolate outside, exotic fruit flavor inside. Brookside, for all your sides.
That one. That makes sense.
Yes.
Way better.
Thank you.
Nice. Here we go. From the top.
Newsflash. Apparently, the rapture did occur last Tuesday, as was originally predicted. All true believers were transported to heaven, while the rest of us were left behind to await the Antichrist and the end of the world. Widespread reports that the rapture had not occurred stemmed from expectations that the effect would be more widespread than it turned out to be. The definition of true believer was apparently more restrictive than expected, however, and the only qualifiers were a family of 5 living in Stenton, North Dakota.
Well, it's settled, and they didn't take us, so fine. Here we go. Those dragons.
I approve.
That's right.
That automatically makes it a good creation story. Everlasting dream.
Okay, now be quiet. We're going to hear more about death and murder.
Yay.
We're switching it. I think it's suicide.
Ooh. Yeah, that sounds rock and
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, everybody.
Dear Mom and Dad, I always wanted to ask, When you went through the motions that brought me to this dubious world, did you ever pause to think that I might rather you didn't? Were you so possessed you could not pause to consider the full repercussions of making it? Of course, it behooves me to extend the benefit of the doubt to attribute to you some vague notion that you acted in
Attribute.
Attribute?
Yeah.
Okay. Pick up. Wait, attribute.
Yes.
Okay. Of course, it behooves me to extend the benefit of the doubt to attribute to you some vague notion that you acted in my interest, saving me from the peregrinations in non-existence, a stranger to being, bumbling in darkness, for the light of life on this earth. Such is a common rationalization, and so I must allow its hold upon you. Yet I must also posit that all you wanted was to be with the crowd, the ancient mob that cheered you on with mad eyes, flared nostrils, and spittle-dribbling chins, those ones whose approval you secretly sought. All these things are plausible explanations for what you did in a chamber cut off from cool reflection in favor of the primal right. Whatever your reasons, the fact remains of my emergence that... Pick up. Whatever your reasons, the fact remains from my emergence from this dilated aperture. Whatever your excuses, I must confess, I've always lamented the day you met. All that aside, I just wanted to take some time, having reached the moment in which I'll make an end to what you began to say that I forgive you.
That's the darkest damn thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Nice reading.
That was Riding Home by Thomas Ligotti.
Wow. Is he dead?
I don't know.
Apparently.
Yes.
I'm thinking yes. Probably.
I'm thinking yes.
Good chance.
Probably a good 80-90%, I'd say.
Oh my God.
That very evening.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy crap.
It's weird, but when people ask me about my hobbies, I always seem to forget about reading. Sure, I love my sports and movies, but there's nothing like a good book. That's why I was so happy when my wife bought me the new Kindle paperweight for my birthday.
You're going, that's why I was so happy when my wife bought me the new. That's why I was so happy when my wife bought me blah blah. Here we go.
It's weird, but when people ask me about my hobbies, I always seem to forget about reading. Sure, I love my sports and movies, but there's nothing like a good book. That's why I'm so happy when my wife bought me...
Oh, I don't believe you. That's why I'm so happy.
That's why I'm so happy that my wife bought me a new Kindle paperweight for my birthday.
All right, well, that's good fake appreciation. Let's go from the top and see if we can... See, Larry doesn't believe you either. All right, here we go.
It's weird, but when people ask me...
How weird is it?
How weird is it?
Oh my gosh.
It's as weird as Farron and Aaron and Larry and Steve. Here we go.
I taught him that.
Yeah,
I know.
the
Good
Larry
job.
Maneuver. Yes, yes.
The joke, for those of you who don't know, is Larry's been a violinist for almost 40 years, and he's always banging the music stand, and so we make fun of him for doing that.
As you should.
That's okay. Here we go.
It's weird, but when people ask me about my hobbies, I always seem to forget about reading. Sure, I love my sports and movies, but there's nothing like a good book. That's why I'm so happy when my wife bought me a new Kindle paperweight for my birthday.
Okay, that's as good a lie as any. Nice.
In this world there is real evil. In the darkest shadows of the most ordinary places. These are the true stories of the innocent and the unimaginable. Between the things we see and the things we fear, there are doors. And when they are opened, nightmares become reality.
Great. Boogie, 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 boogie.
Yeah, really nice.
Nice.
Great job.
Good one. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There's a man in Charlotte named Chuck who's in the business of thinking small. Make that printing small. You see, Chuck's printing company doesn't print on anything bigger than a napkin. His handiwork can be seen on matchbooks, coasters, bookmarks, and candy wrappers. And with the latest trend in itty-bitty bite-sized candies, business is pretty darn sweet. Outside of Charlotte, though, Chuck's still small time. So how does he let the world discover his printing prowess? By letting Barter do the talking instead. Chuck went online at bigvine.com, listed his services on their business barter site, and got customers from far and near to experience his incredible inking machine firsthand. And after printing up all their teeny tiny address labels and miniature mint wrappers, Chuck can't help but thank BigVine.com and their teammate, American Express, for showing him the big picture. BigVine.com. Barter rules.
Fine. Love it. Here we go.
Alright. Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. We slowly drove, he knew no haste, and I had put away my labor and my leisure too, for his civility. We passed the school where children strove at recess in a ring.
It's a great tone of voice, but one of the ways you're going to avoid all that sing-song stuff, you've got to vary the pace from the beginning, and you're sort of in poetry pace where you're locked in from the top.
Because I had not. Excuse
Well,
me.
thanks for
From
coming
the top.
by.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. We slowly drove, he knew no haste, and I had put away my labor and my leisure. Pick up. We slowly drove, he knew no haste, and I had put away my labor and my leisure too for his civility. We passed the school where children strove at recess in the
Right
ring.
there. He passed the school. See, break it up melody-wise. Change it up right there.
We passed the school where children strove at recess in the ring. We passed the fields of grazing grain. We passed the setting sun. Or rather, he passed us. The dews drew quivering and chill, for only gossamer, my gown, my tippet, only tulle. We paused before a house that seemed a swelling of the ground. The roof was scarcely visible, the cornice in the ground. Since then, 'tis centuries, and yet felt shorter than the day.
Yum, 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 yum.
Since then, 'tis
Marriage.
centuries.
Fix it.
Yes. Pick up. Since then, 'tis centuries, and yet felt shorter than a day. I first surmised the horses' heads were towards eternity.
Pretty darn good. Good for you.
Thank you.
That's really way better.
Now